Welcome back to the Red Attack Path, Weaponizing Active Directory. This is video number 2. We just barely ran Sharphound on our Windows 2, and we set up Neo4j and Bloodhound on Kali. We started Neo4j and was able to connect to localhost 7474 on Kali and verify it was running. When we launched Bloodhound, it asks us to log in with the username and password. When we connect the very first time, we will need to put in the default creds, which is Neo4j, Neo4j. After we do that, then it's going to prompt us to change the password. So pay attention to what you change it to. There are instructions on how to change it, but just pay attention to what you change it to. When you log in to Bloodhound the very first time, on the left side in the top, you're going to see a pancake or like an options box in the top left. If you click on that pancake stack, you're going to see 3 options: database info, node info, and analysis. If you have used Bloodhound in the past, you'll have information that's populated. You can keep it and just add to it, but you don't want to confuse the results. Or maybe you do and just leave it. So if you need to clear the database, click on the database info tab, scroll to the bottom, and the scroll is kind of this light blue. It may be a different color on your screen. Sometimes you have to click on that and move it down to actually get it to the bottom. And then you can do clear database and it'll clear everything. After you clear the data, on the right side, the 4th button down, it's called Upload Data. You want to click on that, and you're going to need to navigate to the zip file that you downloaded from Windows 10. When you click on that, it'll upload it and show a screen that looks similar to this. It says unzipping this file, and then upload progress, and it's going to cruise through the JSON files that Sharphound collected. Wait for the results to be imported, and then click the button that says clear finished, and then click the X at the top right to close that window. After the import, click the options menu in the top left corner and the analysis tab. You will see that there are various built-in queries that you can use. Go ahead and click on or check the following: find all domain admins, because this will tell you who the domain admins are. Click find shortest paths to domain admins, shortest path to high value targets. And also notice, I'll go to the next page. This is the graph that you'll get for shortest path to high value targets. You can click on like the person icon or the win domain icon and drag them in the graph to better see the connecting points in the graph. So go ahead and play around with dragging those around. You can zoom in and out. There's a plus minus, or you can rotate your mouse wheel. If you zoom in enough, you'll see the names and the connectors, whether it says member of, generic right, the privileges that that particular account has that you can leverage to escalate your privileges. And ultimately the goal is to get domain admin. So to be able to get from administrators to this account to domain admin, I probably want to compromise this account because it's a member of the domain admins. And this account happens to be laser.service that I'm pointing at. I already discussed about clicking objects and dragging them around. You can also drag the graph left and right. So if you click on the graph, hold the click, and then move your mouse left or right, up and down, it'll pivot the graph as you move it. So please use Bloodhound. There's also a tool that if you want to use called Bad Blood. I was going to install it on the domain controller, but I didn't want to confuse the results that you may get. So in the instructions, it actually says I did run Bad Blood on the domain controller, but I have not run that tool. But you're welcome to go to GitHub and find that tool and run it. And it'll really create a massive graph that you can study and learn to understand for those paths that you can take to get to domain admin or to compromise a domain. So that's everything for this video. Thank you. And this is Weaponizing Active Directory on the Red Attack Path video number 2.